we're going to have Māori getting ownership rights recognised in the taku time moana.
So they created legislation, foreshore and CBD.
How can you allow this to happen in the 21st century?
What it is the same old faces, the Ken Mears, the Harawira families, the haters and wreckers.
It's about time we started looking to a new future.
What you can do in 50,000 turn up.
Get the Māori Plus app. Download now on Google Play or the App Store with exclusive viewings and 100% ad-free.
Quite like top tier.
Watch us anywhere, anytime. Make Māori Plus your mate and stream now.
Tia mauri ora. Manawa tina, manawa toka, tēnei hoki tō manawa ka tina, tēnei hoki tō manawa ka toka, tēnei hoki tō manawa ka pautaia ki, teina noho tō manawa, he manawa ora, he ora. Haume e hui e, tae ki e. Nau mai hara mai, ko te kēmu i whai aki nei, kei wainga nui te awa kairangi ki te waitaha. Ko bewa mātini a hau, whiua, ki te kōrero a Gary. Tēnā koe, Gary.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the Grand Finals Day here at the Softball New Zealand presentation of the 2025 Under-17 Boys National Championship. Well, we've got semi-final in front of us here for the 9 a.m. game. Beautiful day here at Fraser Park, Ballpark. We're on Sorensen Field. Diamond 1, it is Hutt Valley in their green and gold, taking on Canterbury in their traditional black and red. As you just heard, I'm Gary Rohihi. I'll be your play-by-play commentator. Joining me in commentary today will be Scott Easthope as the colour commentator, and you just heard from Bevan Martini and our Te Reo specialist. Scotty, welcome along. It's good to hear from you.
Tēnā koe, Gary. Always good to be here at the beautiful home of softball in the Hutt, Fraser Park. Come on, you green and golds.
Hey. Hey, wainga nui. E hoa.
Yeah, kata mai.
Kauri ki te taha ki tēnei taha te kēmu o te tīma me tēnei tīma. Kei wainga nui e hoa.
Aye.
Kia tau.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, we've got an amazing game in front of us here. We've got Counties Manukau waiting for the winner of this game in the grand final. So it's all on the line for these two teams. Canterbury have come through the long way. Both teams really to earn the right to play each other in this game. So obviously a double header in the finals day for one of these two teams. The other team gets to sit down and watch. We'll just quickly run through your lineups out there for Canterbury in the batting. We'll go with we'll lead with Bronson Harper, Blake Knighton, followed by Rico Ratu, Roman Akumiroa, Tyler Rush, Rikos ISF for Stowers, Jack Yaram, Dylan Creighton, and Chucky Tahir to round out their batting lineup. Defensively out there, we've got Hutt Valley. We'll just quickly run you through that as well. Jacoby Harawira Marino out at right field, Mika Tauma out at centre, and we've got Harrison Muir at left. Callum Baldwin at shortstop, Cooper Tauma at third base, Second base is Romy Scrimger. First base, Cruz Mawikea. Tyrone Robinson out on the hill doing the pitching to Connor Keel. That's defensively is Hutt Valley. Scotty, you know a lot about this Hutt Valley team. What do you make of this game today?
Yeah, mate, I'm looking forward to the duel and looking at the battery for Hutt Valley. I rate this Tyrone Robinson.
There's a nice hit. It's gone out to centre left. It's fielded out there for a nice stand-up single. Canterbury underway in this ball game already.
Yeah, I was really impressed with his performance at the Under-19 tournament with the bits they gave him. I know he's probably struggling a little bit with the body, so we'll monitor that as the game goes on. But yeah, really looking to see how the battery for both teams line up.
Here's the pitch. The next batter is number 1, Rico Ratu, as we've already got one out there. Sorry, we just lost one there in the introduction there.
Ngai, e tū teko ana Bronson Harper. E tino pai te patu kei wā ki te rohe, kai rohe Wainganui, Blake Knight.
Blake Knight and out at first there. Rico Ratu up to bat now. Both teams very strong through their orders. Both teams very impressive throughout the tournament as well. But waiting for them is the very dangerous Counties Manukau. I had the pleasure of calling all 3 of their games yesterday. And I can tell you it's quite a challenge waiting for whichever one of these teams makes it to the grand final.
Ai tika, Gary. Tino tika tō kōrero. Ko te Counties Manukau he tino nui te kai rākau. He tino patu te poro ki waho. Hei konei rā. Ki a koutou tēnei tima.
Has a hard cut at that one for a strike.
Pretty standard from that counties area though, isn't it, Bevan? Where swing the bat good, swing the bat hard up there.
Ai tika.
Like that Hawke's Bay lot.
They won innings yesterday with Counties Manukau and 3 swings of the bat. They scored 6 runs. So two home run singles and a grand slam. So there you go.
Nai. But he tēnei hau te rā. Aua. He kēmu poi uka ki tēnei taha te tima te toa o te Aotearoa o te Under-17s. Ai, tino pai te kai hipa a Tyrone, te epa ki runga.
All the other guys out there, we've got the umpires in blue out there. We'll just quickly introduce you to the 2 umpires out there today. We've got behind the plate is Heidi Lita, and out patrolling the diamond will be Brodie Donald. Steelers on, slides in, goes past the base, comes back and he's safe. Canterbury with a runner in scoring position now.
O kai rua. Ko puta e rua.
That's essentially Ratu done his job out there now, Scotty.
Yeah, definitely. He's across and into scoring position. Now they've just got to get that bat on the ball and try and bring him in.
With 2 down now, it's Romana Kumiroa into bat.
Ko te kai oma o te Waitaha, Blake Knightley. O Knighton, aroha mai.
As you say, I've been very impressed with Tyrone Robinson out there. In the lost 2 counties, you wouldn't have put it against him. Racked up 10 or 11 strikeouts, pitched a big game, and is looking the goods throughout the tournament.
Ai, he manawa toka Tyrone ki te tima o te awa kairangi.
Well, this should be quite a good matchup then. I'm just looking through the stats. Kumaroa, 550 batting average. .550. That must be right up there in terms of the tournament leaders.
You'd think so, wouldn't you? But yesterday the batting leader was batting about 857 or something ridiculous.
Yeah, fair enough. But in that Canterbury looking lineup, that's near the top. So this should be one of the matchups of the game if he's at the plate in crucial situations like this.
And he's hit one hard out to second base. There's a brief fumble, but not before the out is taken at first. And there we go. Blink of an eye, the top of the first innings is over. Two teams head to the dugout. No score in the ball game. We'll find out what happens when we come back in just a minute. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We're into the bottom of the first innings here in this major semi-final between Canterbury and Hutt Valley here at the National Softball New Zealand Under-17 National Championship. Beautiful day here at Fraser Park. As we get into this one, we'll quickly run you through the Hutt Valley batting. Harrison Muir leads off for them, followed by Callum Baldwin, Cruz Maui Kia, Mika Tomua, Tyrone Robinson are the meat of their order, Jordan Thurston, Jacoby Harawera Marino, Cooper Tauma and Rome Scringer round out their order for Hutt Valley. Canterbury about to take the diamond in defence. We'll quickly run you through their lineup. Out of right field, we've got Devon Hardy, Chucky Tahiri at centre field, Roikos ISF or Stowers. We have Chucky Tahiri actually has come into pitch. At centre field, we will have Devon Hardy. And Romana Kumiro at shortstop, Bronson Harper at third, Rico Ratu at second, Blake Knighton at first, Chucky Tahiri doing the throwing to Dylan Creighton.
Ka huri ki a Chucky. Ki te kaipa. Ka haere ki te papatahi a Tyler Rush. Ka haere ki te Kairohe Wainga a Devon Hardy.
So yeah, Canterbury came in and just made a few last-minute changes just to test the commentary team.
That's about as testing as it gets. What they've done as well. They've made 3 changes to the fielding lineup.
Yep. About 10 seconds before the ball game was about and the live stream was about to get underway. So if we've mixed it up a little bit, we'll get there in the end. We'll rely on jersey numbers. Tahiri gets it underway for Canterbury. To Harrison Muir. I'm sure Scotty will be able to give us a rundown on all of these young Hutt Valley athletes.
Yeah, 100%. I know a little bit about this lineup. They generally start off with that contact, speedy type player with the Muir and Baldwin, the Hutt City boys representation. But I'm looking at that meat of that order and thinking Tyrone Robinson down in 5.
Hit one straight at the pitcher in this one, and he's taken out at first base. Bit of a shaky throw there, but he got the job done.
Kai, he tino pai. Tata ki te hopu o te poro, he tino pai a Chucky, ki atau, ki a mauta poro, whio ki te papatahi.
Yeah, looking forward to seeing that chunk come up in key situations because, as I was saying, Gary, Tyrone Robinson hitting in the 5. I thought he did a great job for the Hutt Valley Under-19s at that level.
There we go, as we saw at that Under-19 tournament. It was Wellington that took that one out. I was at the other end of the country at the girls' tournament in Invercargill, and that was an amazing few days we had down there as well with, of course, Hutt Valley being too good for the opposition down there at that tournament. Callum Baldwin up to bat.
He rā mokopona. Tēnei rā. I tēnei wiki. He rā wiki.
Bevan, you get to see a lot of softball. I mean, I've been impressed in the last couple of days with this under-17 tournament. I think with 15 teams, I think the step up in quality is as good as I've seen in many years.
Oh, definitely, Gary, that, you know, like we talk about a team to watch out. There's always a minnow that comes into a tournament, doesn't matter what age group. And Wanganui, ko te awa ko au te awa, Wanganui, you know, they've definitely turned up to make the top four, and they've been outstanding. Great work by Lindsay Edwards and his daughter to bring them into this tournament. It's been great to see, but the standard of ball throughout the country has been very impressive, Gary.
Excellent. 2 down now in the Hutt Valley innings. Cruz Maui Kia up to bat for Hutt Valley. Come in with Chucky Tahiri being replacing Tyler Rush at the last minute.
Surprised to see Cruz here sort of hitting around that 250, 290 mark. Well, so that's not too bad, Gary, don't get me wrong. I personally be happy with that, but I know this kid, he can swing. And I've been really impressed with his progression as a hitter at the plate.
And of all the teams I've seen as well, guys, most of them seem to be carrying at least 3 pitchers. Some of them even more, but 3 that can get the job done. We saw, well, we talk about counties because they're in the grand final. 3 games yesterday. There's not many teams that can say they beat Canterbury twice and Hutt Valley in one day, but they used 3 different pitchers for all 3 of those games.
Te rātou ko ki te toa counties Manukau, so you know they're defending champions. Ai, tino pai te upui. Ka pai te patu Cruz.
There we go, a hard hit out to second base. That's the 3rd out now in the Hutt Valley innings. So a quiet start for both teams. No score in the ball game. We'll come back after we take a break in just a minute.
We're going to have Māori getting ownership rights recognised in the taku time wana.
So they created legislation, Foreshore and Seabed Act.
How can you allow this to happen in the 21st century?
What it is the same old faces, the Ken Mears, the Harawira families, the haters and wreckers.
It's about time we started looking to a new future.
What he can do in 50,000 turn up.
Get the Māori Plus app. Download now on Google Play or the App Store with exclusive viewings and 100% ad-free.
Quite like top tier.
Watch us anywhere, anytime. Make Māori Plus your mate and stream now.
Hello and welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. 1 innings complete here in this major semi-final. We're looking for the other grand finalist to take place this afternoon at 1 o'clock. Big game that'll be. We'll bring you all the pictures on that one live as it happens as well. So don't go anywhere after this game is decided. There's a long way to go in this one, however. It's Canterbury taking on Hutt Valley, up to bat for them. Number 5, Tyler Rush, who was down to pitch for the team, but was a last-minute replacement. So there we go. He's still in the lineup as a hitter, and even though he stands on the other side of the box as a lefty, he can get the job done for Canterbury.
Te tino pai te wiki a Tyler, ki te poro me te kairākau.
Clearly looks like an athlete. Looking here, it looks like he's stolen a few bases, hits from the left side, can clearly run.
Yeah. A nice pitch Beats the outside of the swinging hard bat of Tyler Rush. 2 balls, 1 strike.
The sort of player Hutt Valley probably won't want on base, Gary.
Oh, definitely. If he comes at you for a slide, look at the size of him. He'll be getting out of the way.
Pai te e pakirunga Tyrone. Kawi kei roto I te kaha zone. Kia tūpato.
Yeah, tight. Yep. He's doing a great job of tunnelling a little bit though, isn't he? Bevan where he's got that drop ball and the lifter coming off that same sort of height, and if they misread which one it is, you know, swing miss.
And that's probably for the last 2 weeks for him of having that tournament. He's got into rhythm and keeping that ball at the same height, which is good.
That's Rush that does a good job out there, picks the walk, heads down to first base.
He tino pai te karu, Tyler.
And talking about big lads, in comes number 12, Raikos OSF for Stowers.
A.K.A. Waini Laulu. Oh, he re te tonu ki te āhua Waini.
He's like 16 years old. His arms are bigger than anyone in this booth.
Yeah, tika.
As the Steelers on. Speed out there. And the tag unable to be made. Nice throw from Connor Keel.
Right, he tino pai te Tyler, he tino tere.
It was good softball there, wasn't it? Player in motion, good throw down. Unfortunately, the shortstop can't lay the tag on. He's a tidy wee fielder too, the shortstop for Hutt Valley, Kellen Bulbin. But just as we thought, the player you don't want on base gets on base, steals another base, and away they go.
Straight away, the aggression from Sharpawaka pulling the strings out there for the team. Doing a great job coaching Canterbury this year.
Ai tika, he tino pai he tino nui te pūkingatanga o te mātauranga poiuka Shah.
Pop fly in the infield, just coming down the throw to second base for the first out in the innings.
Te Olympian ne, kia tōkena mā.
Yep, storied history in the Black Sox jersey. You're right, Bevan, Olympian. She's got lots of experience and clearly bringing it to this group. You can see that they're an organised, tidy wee unit.
Well, yeah, I mean, you don't want to, highlight gender, but we've got Shah coaching this team, Michelle Kingy coaching the grand finalist team, Counties Manukau, also doing a great job and also another legend in sport.
Kia tauna tama. It keeps the boys calm too, it's a different demeanour that's out there, and it's great to see, obviously Wanganui had a head coach as a female, so the top 4 teams had 3 females at the helm, so e tino pai te
Talked
mana
about
wahine.
Talked about it with Naomi yesterday, and it's not so much that they're females or males, it's the best man for the job, best person for the job.
Yeah, but from a softball New Zealand perspective, Bevan, I guess it is good to see the pathway for the females in any facet and their development through the national part of the game, I guess.
Yes. Right, and it's good, you just, if they choose, there's people that choose to coach males, and there's males that choose to coach females, it's not, gender specific, and it's great to see. So definitely trying to create those pathways, opportunities for them all.
2 down now in the Canterbury innings, and it's already shaping to be a very tight ball game. Number 11, Dylan Creighton, up to bat for Canterbury. The runner's at 3, so he's only 60 feet away from impacting the scoreboard. They'll be looking to convert here. Be disappointed if they don't.
Right. Kia Tyler Rush, e rua nā tāhai, ki te papa, he's stolen 2 bases.
It's always good when the commentator highlights something and then it comes to fruition straight away. I'm sure you've been having a good week with that, Gary.
Oh, yeah, they get the crystal ball out and tell you exactly what's going to happen just before it does.
It's great to see you've been walking around keeping the talent on the talent for the whole week there, Scotty.
Yeah, finals day, Scotty. Yeah, I know the joke. Yep, fair enough.
That's your nickname now, isn't it? Final Stay Scotty.
Yeah. E tino pai te epa Tyrone. Ai. Te epa ki raro. E rawe.
Yeah, it's still tunnelling that drop ball in the lifter really, really well, keeping this ball game tight. Tyrone, exactly what we want to see from him.
There we go, gets the job done, strikes another one out, and he will start racking them up because he is a strikeout pitcher. We kid now of 1.5 innings complete. No score in the ball game. It's shaping up to be a tight one. We'll find out what happens when we come back in just a minute.
Dan Carter knew the power of winning.
Your instincts tell you this guy's different. The flip side of that was the intense pressure.
I'd go back to my hotel room and I'd be broken.
Dan Carter, a perfect 10. Ki whakaata Māori, me Māori Plus.
There we go, ladies and gentlemen, a perfect view of the net behind Sorensen Field and the view beyond it into the Hutt Valley Hills. Hutt Valley it is, taking on Canterbury here at the 2025 Under-17 National Tournament. Tight ball game. We're early stages of this ball game. We're in the bottom of the second innings. No score in the ball game so far. And it is Micah Tomua, number 11, up to bat for Hutt Valley.
Micah Tomua coming into this one, Gary, with a .625 OBP. Decent.
Oh.
Suggests he's on base a bit.
Yep. That sort of percentage you might as well just hit down there now.
Yeah, his batting average .421.
Yeah.
You know, there's always a little bit of difference, a little bit of a gap there, but obviously what they want him to do is get on in front of that hitter on deck there.
Robinson. So yeah, it's interesting because you know he's got that sort of on-base percentage that suggests he might be more of a leadoff.
Yeah, well, I was quite surprised at looking through the lineup, the Hutt Valley lineup, and but I do see what they're doing as well with those two fellas up the top of the order.
Hikoi, ki te papatahi, Micah.
And Micah does indeed walk down to one. Patience and discipline, though, is probably a big attribute of his in the batter's box.
Tino pai te rangi Māori e kei roto i te kai rākau. Mika.
Number 13, Tyrone Robinson, comes into bat. Really established himself as a star at this level. Already done well at under-19s in Pukekohe last week. So he's had a lot of ball in the last couple of weeks.
Big faith early in the players behind him. You know, the lead off on and screen to bunt. And again.
Here he goes, dropped it down in front. Well picked up out there by the third base. Goes for the double. And he's just gone through the base. Can't get back in time. And Canterbury effect the double play, and that was some outstanding softball there, Bevan.
No, he tino pai te tima Waitaha. Kia mau te poro, ka whiua te poro ki a Raumana.
There you see on the replay there, he got past the base, so he would have been safe. Just couldn't hold up.
Is there any better looking play defensively than a back pick? I see that and I just think, oh my gosh, that looks so nice.
Oh, it's a rare thing. And if it's a rare thing, you usually do enjoy seeing it.
E tino pai te kapa wanga a Waitaha Karawe.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, in the blink of an eye, it is Hutt Valley who are 2 down. And if it keeps going like this, we're going to have a short ball game. Number 18, Jordan Thurston, in the DP in the lineup, comes up to bat. So I suggest that this boy can give the ball a bit of tap.
E tino teitei ne.
Another tall, big, strapping young man at the plate here. This one just embarrassing me.
I'm vertically challenged, Scotty, and I embarrass you.
I stood next to this fella on the way into the park here. I said, hey, man, and I was looking up at him thinking, Jesus.
Kei roto I te tarau ne, tō pāpā.
Yeah, it's a family issue. I'm going to hereditary.
Well, mine skipped a generation. You know how tall my young fella is.
Yes, yeah.
So I'm used to looking up. They seem to put something in the water in most of the towns around New Zealand at the moment. These under 17 men, I suppose you call them. They are they're making them tall and they're making them strong. So good job, parents. Well done.
Aye. Yeah, ono wai. 6 feet tall plus. He koi ki te papatahi, Jordan.
Gets the walk this time, and it's Tahiti who's having a hard time finding the zone. Hutt Valley with another runner on. They won't want to get this many runners on without making a difference on the scoreboard.
Ko tai mai te kairaka Jacoby Harawira Marino.
Gary, I'm suggesting you will know this one very, very well.
Oh, I've seen Jacoby grow up for a long time. Of course, he's the grandson of Daryl Marino. And yeah, who is the other grandfather of my grandchildren.
Yeah, lots of family ties. The boy
Lots of family ties.
He can clearly run too. Looking at the stats here, he's stolen 5 bases. He's hitting from the left side as well. So it looks like Hutt Valley's sort of speed threat.
Had a big year in the St. Pat's Stream rugby setup as well. Here we go. Jacoby lines one out to centre field. It gets the runner from first all the way around to 3. Hutt Valley now with runners on the corners. And Harawira Marino gets the job done for Hutt Valley.
Right. He tino pai te patu te poro. Kawe te nui kaha. Kia mai.
He played his role beautifully there, didn't he? Just put the bat on the ball into the outfield. Runner goes first to third, and I would suggest won't be long till he's in motion himself.
That one high and inside from Tahiti. This time it's Cooper Tauma being asked to do the job in this 2-out rally for Hutt Valley. Yeah, be a disappointing thing for them if they didn't convert something right here, Bevan.
Aye, tika. Ki te... Aye.
This time it's just a regulation hit out to second base, and there we go. Crystal ball out for me this time. In the wrong way for Hutt Valley. 3 down here in the second innings, 2 complete. And there is still no score in the ball game. We'll be back in just a minute with more action. Costly, all right. What the hell?
Okay. Let's go then, eh?
You want to just champion, the dark horse?
Deep down, that's all we want. Just freedom.
You sucker. You better watch out, you fool.
I often think of my cousin.
She didn't have anyone.
She had us.
You're pretty beautiful.
Same.
We're going to get you back, Mata. I promise.
Kiriata no Aotearoa. Ki whakaata Māori me Māori Plus.
Well, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. And Hutt Valley put a bit of fireworks out there for us in their previous inning. But unfortunately, they couldn't cross home plate to get a score going for them. But it's Canterbury's turn now, up to bat here now in the top of the third innings. Things going along really quick. Bottom of their order, it is the pitcher, number 7, Chucky Tahiri, up to bat.
Yeah, Chucky Tahiri doing the pitching for Canterbury. Be interesting to see, you know, the two-way ability here, whether he can help himself out a little bit as well as the team and lead off by being on base somewhere.
Here's your answer. Strikes out for the first out. And Robinson has settled down after the first inning and has now taken 3 strikeouts in his last 5 batters.
Noi, e tino kaha Tyrone.
And that was 3 in a row, so...
Yeah, and he's 62 coming into the game. Strikeout suggests he is, you know, striking quite a few out per game. And as you see, Gary, that's sort of been his MO as opposed to weak contact sort of pitching. He's been very strikeout focused, I guess.
Hoist that one into the back net. Bronson Harper it is. They're back to the top of the order for Canterbury. They'll be looking to get some bodies in motion.
Hoitahi, Haukaitahi.
Yeah, they've definitely got to get themselves some traffic as well, don't they, Gary? I mean, obviously, Hutt Valley threatened that last inning without actually converting, but
yeah.
you can see that sort of momentum they were gaining from good at-bats, good discipline at the plate. Canterbury will be looking to respond.
Ki te topo nā kai raka o Waitaha, Bronson.
And he's just popped one straight to third base. Cooper Tauma takes the catch out there comfortably for the second out. We're already well into the third innings, and we have been going less than 40 minutes, so we're staring down the barrel of a very tight and very quick game.
Been consistent early with that pitch that's just a little high.
Yeah.
Me and Bevan were talking between innings, probably won't disclose too much of it, but around how tight in that first inning she was around the line, but been really consistent around the heights.
Yeah, so long as your consistency, that's all you ask from your Blues.
Ai tika tuporero, Gary.
If you're going to be tight in whichever part of the zone you're policing, then just keep it there for the whole 7 innings. This one's gone out to right field, straight down the throat out there of Harawira Marino, comfortably takes the catch. That'll end the top of the third innings. Still no score in the ball game, and it is ticking along rather nicely, but with no score in the game. We'll be back in just a minute with more action.
Get the Māori Plus app. Download now on Google Play or the App Store with exclusive viewings and 100% ad-free.
Quite like top tier.
Watch us anywhere, anytime. Make Māori Plus your mate and stream now.
Welcome Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. It is a very tight ball game. We're in the bottom of the third innings now between Hutt Valley and Canterbury here at the U17 National Tournament in Sorensen Field. Diamond 1 action it is. Canterbury going hard at Hutt Valley. It's Hutt Valley up to bat. Number 9, Rome Scringer, comes in for Hutt Valley.
Poi tahi, hau kai tahi.
Yeah, Rome's a Maris boy that I know well and a patient hitter. Pretty much never swings at that first pitch, but he's very, very patient at the plate, likes to get himself into the right count and go hunting on certain pitches.
I speak a lot to the development in Hutt Valley. I saw that as a feature of the girls' tournament with the Hutt Valley girls. Very disciplined and very organised in the batter's box. Punishing when they had to be. But yeah, and the ability to bunt was second to none in age grade tournaments I've seen, which has also been very good to see.
Poirua, hau kai rua. Kia Rome.
Yeah, Rome's definitely an example of that as well. Like he can bunt, he can hit, he can pitch. Because I put the hex on him.
And he can strike out, Scotty. There we go. Rome heads back to the dugout as the first out. To be replaced, top of the order, Harrison Muir.
E tino pai te poro a Chucky. Kia raro te poro.
Final softball, it's a different beast for these for a lot of these boys compared to what they've experienced in the round robin. You know, it's a lot more tense. There's a lot more pressure. They know that if they fail in this one, then they're going to be watching the grand final from the sidelines. So yeah. I mean, at this age, they're still old enough to feel it. As we see a nice hit out to left field, and it is Harrison Muir that gets them going in this one.
E tino pai te pato te poro. Kia Kairohe o Maui. Harrison.
That's two really good at-bats from Harrison Muir. Obviously, I haven't seen as much of the tournament as you boys, but, you know, watching his first two at-bats, he looks to be a real threat at the plate.
Tino tere too.
Oh, and it's dropped down nice. Bunt straight down the first base line. Callum Baldwin it is who moves Harrison across with the beautiful sacrifice bunt.
Aha, ko he ti he paunamu.
E tino paunamu tērā.
Ai, tika, ko te kahara mai ki Cruz, ki a nui o te kai toru, wha, rima. Ai, hikoi.
And Maui Kia, Cruz Maui Kia has been put on base.
Can't say that's a bad decision, personally. I mean, at the end of the day, like they're obviously watched them. These two teams have played each other already. They will have seen what he can do with the bat, and personally sets up the double play too.
The walk, yeah, with a bat as threatening as he has been or can be or is.
Micah.
I'm not 100% sure it gets a lot better with Micah Taumua up to bat.
Well, Micah's got 10 RBIs coming into this. That's leading Hutt Valley's group, and you know, obviously they had their idea of what they wanted to do and a plan, what they're hoping works out here. But 10 RBIs suggests this is someone that Hutt Valley wants at the plate with runners in scoring position.
Yeah, sure does.
They had Micah hitting at 5, and they've moved it around. Obviously, Tyrone, and they've switched Tyrone and them around.
Yeah.
So obviously, with the RBIs, he's been able to hit behind those Cruz and Tyrone to give them the opportunities. So.
Which is what I liked, I guess, about the bunt play too. For me, it's like it's early on, and they know that they've got obviously Cruz who was given the walk, and then Micah here, but also goes all the way down to Tyrone, who's, you know, on the back of a big 19s week and hit the ball well there. So, deep lineup.
There you go this time. Once again, Hutt Valley are threatening. Runners at 1 and 2. Micah Taumua up to bat. You've just heard he's got 10 RBIs. And he's got a full count to work with. So this pitch is mightily important for Canterbury. And he's lined one out to deep left. It is high, it is hard, and it is gone out of the ballpark. A 3-run shot for Hutt Valley by Maika Taumua.
Ei konei rā, te poro, aere ki te tāwhati nui, tāwhati ro, tāwhati pāmāmau.
Big celebrations for the Hutt Valley boys at the plate. The young fella left his helmet on, so he's getting a few smacks on the head, Gary. Always a teaching moment. Straight off the bat, it was lovely to see Harrison Muir celebrating before the ball had left the diamond. Hands in the air, that's gone.
It was just one of the sound off the bat. You knew that was going deep. Well, there we go, ladies and gentlemen. It takes one swing of the bat to break a ball game wide open. And that is exactly what Maika Taumua has delivered for his team, Hutt Valley. Now lead the ball game by 3-0. Tyrone Robinson up to bat to get things restarted in this 2-down rally that Hutt Valley are now enjoying.
Ai, he tino pai te kai rākau a Maika ki a tau, ko te poi tōru, hau kai rua, ko te kai epa, kai wainganui o te kainga, ka patu te poro ki waho.
It's like a pressure release valve. You could feel the tenseness of the game was rising.
Yeah, and as we sort of said, you'd had those times where they had been threatening. Hutt Valley had been threatening. They'd had some traffic the previous innings. They'd put together some good at-bats. They didn't capitalise, and to Canterbury's credit, they really defended well there. But and again, if they kept that sort of same mentality at the plate, that same sort of idea, that the momentum was there.
Throws this one into the turf. It's Canterbury's demeanour that has changed a little bit out there. But they are a team that can come back. Early days in the ball game, 3 runs is not a lot. This one's hit hard down the third baseline. It is inside. It's gone a long way down the line. Here's the throw now. Robinson gets himself a stand-up double.
Ai, e tino pai te patu a poro a Tyrone Karawe.
Bevan, in your time, I saw a couple, but I'm sure you hit your fair share of home runs. Do you ever, that feeling off the bat when you know it's gone?
Yeah. As soon as you hit it, sometimes you can't feel it because it's in that sweet spot. But he didn't try to overpower anything. He just made sure he made contact, and it was just as we say, you got a round ball and a round bat, and you hit it square. That's all he done.
Yeah, interesting concept, but one in which makes sense. And as Gary was saying, sometimes you can just hear it. It just sounds different. Crack. Ooh, that's gone.
There we go, ladies and gentlemen. They're about to make a pitching change, so we will take a quick break. This pitching change is brought to you by Beyond the Dugout Broadcasting. We'll be back in just a minute.
We're going to have Māori getting ownership rights recognised in the takutai moana.
So they created legislation, foreshore and CBD.
How can you allow this to happen in the 21st century?
What it is the same old faces, the Ken Mears, the Harawira families, the haters and wreckers.
It's about time we started looking to a new future.
What he can do in 50,000 turn up.
100.9 and 94.9 at the hour. When the radio's on and the sound's hot, you just have to enjoy. There's no way to stop. That's where it sounds like the best every day of the week. Better than all the rest. We let the music speak. All the best throwbacks, 90s and more. At the hour talk. All the best throwbacks.
Well, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. There we are. Canterbury have made the change out on the hill. It is George Smith that comes in for Chucky Tahere. Hutt Valley had just begun to get on top of Tahere, so the change has been made. A wise decision. George Smith is a very accomplished pitcher from down in Christchurch.
Ai tika, kua tai mai a George, ko te kaiepa, ko te kahara mai ki a Waitaha.
There's the steal. The time the ball's gone through, unable to be caught, and it is Hutt Valley that have helped themselves to another run. This time it is Taumua that comes in.
Umpire hasn't given the safe call. She clearly feels like he missed the base there. I'm not going to say this too loud.
Tough, though. It was close.
I'm not going to say this too loud,
Whether
just in
he
case
got
the Canterburyans hear me, but she is not giving the safe call.
There you go. You only get a certain amount of time to come out and challenge it.
And that's now gone. And an opportunity missed.
Yep. We make that now 4-0.
George Smith, though, comes in with the lowest ERA for Canterbury of the Canterbury pitchers. He's got a 2.74 ERA. Struck out 16 coming in. And
there's a nice out, and it's Canterbury that retire that batter, which was Jordan Thurston for the third out here in the third innings. But it is 3 complete. Hutt Valley lead by 4-0, courtesy of some fireworks out of the batter's box. We'll find out what Canterbury can do to reply when we come back in just a minute.
Te ana koe mō tā tāua haerenga.
Learn Pūrākau. Explore Te Taiao.
Hai mai.
Tūhura ki whakaata Māori me Māori Plus.
Get the Māori Plus app. Download now on Google Play or the App Store with exclusive viewings and 100% ad-free.
Quite like top tier.
Watch us anywhere, anytime. Make Māori Plus your mate and stream now.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, and just like that, it's Hutt Valley that lead this ball game by 4-0 over Canterbury. All the fireworks happening there in the bottom of the third innings for them. Now it's up to Canterbury, courtesy of Rico Ratu leading off to see what they can do in reply.
Ai, tika. Kia tangata e tū te papa.
The games I've seen on Diamond 1, Bevan, there's been a feature of teams that have been able to capitalise on a good hit, get bodies in motion, and then string it together with 2 or 3 more.
Yeah, there's been a lot of base running and base stealing, to be honest, especially to third. It's probably the most I've seen at a tournament. Not too many catches have been throwing people out at third base, so coaches are capitalising on that and making the most of it. It's great to see.
yeah, I love to watch aggressive softball like that, where they're putting people in motion. On that one, that Hutt Valley, it's not even fake bunts coming around either. They're just straight stealing. They're just straight running.
Right, tika. Boy Toru, kia Rico.
Rico Ratu watches that one go straight down the tube. Probably the benefit of Tyrone's ability to work the ball around the zone. He gets the odd one through the middle and it just fools the batters a little bit.
Yeah, that one definitely caught a whole lot of the middle of the plate, didn't it?
Yeah. Yep. There he goes. Comes back with the rising pitch that Ratu chases up out of the zone.
Tino pai te ipa Tyrone, i runga.
3 balls, 2 strikes. Ratu doing a good job in there as well. And nice comeback.
Teko ana. O kikita pai.
That's something we haven't seen a lot of, I must say, is that low lifter that actually looks low and creeps up here into the zone. That's not something I've seen a lot of from Tyrone. He's definitely thrown it more as something that looks like the drop and they chase.
There, this one's hit out of straight out to centre field left. And the catch is comfortably taken out there by the left fielder. Nice piece on that by Kumiroa. Tyler Rush up to bat, number 5 for Canterbury. And Hutt Valley continue to rack him up and move him back to the dugout.
Nai, he tino tere e rua ki o puta. 2 quick outs right there.
That's what the Hutt Valley coaching staff will be hoping for, is some weak contact and some efficient outs, as we see Tyrone peppering the zone again here, because, you know, if he can get through a really efficient innings, he'll be able to go with good stuff deeper into the game, I guess.
Yeah. Yeah, it'd be interesting to get a total pitch count, because I think he's quite economical that way.
Body-wise, he'll need to be.
Why we got rid of the DR, isn't it, Bevan? These guys are young athletes. They can handle a double hitter, and you know.
Oma. Yeah, out there to run.
Hasn't missed with that one a lot, Gary, that pitch there. That was quite a high drop for him. And haven't seen that a lot either, but he's been really consistent with, and them as a battery, actually, credit to the catcher, Keel. They've stayed consistent with their drop ball, rise ball usage.
Yeah. Now, young Keel is, we sometimes forget to name the man who's actually calling the pitches for the pitcher, and his management out there has been very good.
I'm actually not too sure, but I would suggest that these two are at the same club, because they got a good little relationship.
Here we go. And it is Robinson who keeps racking them up. 3 up and 3 down in this innings for Hutt Valley. No impact on the scoreboard for Canterbury. They'll go back and think about it while Hutt Valley head to the dugout, leading the ball game by 4-0 over Canterbury. We'll be back with more action in just a minute.
Learn
pūrākau. Explore te taiao. Tūhura ki whakaata Māori me Māori Plus.
Well, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, and it is into the bottom of the 4th innings now for Hutt Valley, who lead this ball game by 4-0 over Canterbury, and it is all ahead of Canterbury in the next 3 innings to see what they can do about it. But until then, number 29, Jacoby Harawira Marino, up to bat for Hutt Valley to get them going. Marino lined one out to centre field in his last at-bat and got Hutt Valley going basically from then. They've batted and put runs on the board.
Poirua.
Yeah, I don't remember. I mean, you guys were saying, as we see an attempted bunt here, you guys were saying that this made the connection through to Scoop, Daryl Marino, and this is his grandchild. I remember seeing him do this.
No.
Bevan?
Ki te taha mātau Scooby. He bat from the right side.
Yeah.
But obviously, you know, coming through, kei roto I te tarau, it's in the genes. So it doesn't matter if you stand on which side of the plate.
There we go. Harawira Marino has a hard strike at a nice pitch through the zone. Probably want that one back to have another go at it.
But we were saying he is playing that right field spot. Looks very familiar, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does, for that Marino name. At Fraser Park. Yeah, but can't have no one better in his ear than Scooby telling him how to play right field at Fraser Park. I think he had about 20-odd years at right field for Cardinals, old Scoob in Hutt Valley.
And actually, that's that connection through. I'm pretty sure he played with the third base coach there, Chris Stephenson.
Probably will have.
Him and Scoop played a lot together, actually, I think. He was a third baseman at Cardinals during some of that period.
Poitori, hau kai rua.
Full count again, this time for Haroeta Marino to have a look at this pitch from George Smith. Throws it in, and it's Marino who skies it out. The right fielder's coming under. Good communication out there to overcall the second base and take the catch.
Right, tino kōrero a Bronson Harper. Ka pai te kōrero.
One down it is. Kupa Tauma comes into bat, number 6 for Hutt Valley.
Ka pai te pā. A George Smith. Ka hara mai ki te hau kai.
We had Kaya Ratu in the booth yesterday, and she pretty much identified George as probably the team's ace, or number 1 pitcher. He did have a period there yesterday where he struggled to find the zone and came out, but when he is sort of humming around that zone, very hard to hit.
He's got a funky reaction, eh? And actually looking at the rotation on the ball, it's a funny action, funny rotation. It's just different. It just looks a little different out the hand.
Seems to get a little bit of a tail on it, you know. He pulls it away from the base.
Tapahi, te poe.
Yeah, this time it's hard hit out to right field. This time it finds the grass, and it's Hutt Valley with one down. Yet again have a runner in motion, bringing to bat. Bottom of their order, number 9, Rome Scrimger.
Ko te George Smith te tuakana ki te Kaiepa a Maui. So he's got a brother, older brother. He pitched for Canterbury at the 19s. He's a lefty.
Oh.
So the whānau's got a lefty-righty combination.
Impressive.
Hard to deal with. They pitch together.
Well done to the appearance.
Yeah, lefty-righty.
Yeah.
Going to be over 6 foot.
Yeah.
Great for the future of softball if they stick at it.
And this boy can clearly do, many things in the game, because looking at his glove there, you can see he's got that open webbed glove. That's not something you see from pitchers a lot. Suggests he probably plays the field quite well.
There we go. The throw, the steel's on, and is safe as the execution of the peg out, not quite there.
Ne tino tere a kupa.
Yep, he's definitely racking up some stolen bases, and then Hutt Valley staying really consistent with this aggressive running game, aren't they?
Yeah, well, what are the odds that we're going to see a steal from 2 to 3 again? May not need to, as he's just put one onto the diamond, outside the diamond in right field. The runner has turned and is going to score, and it is Rome Scrimger who earns himself a stand-up double and an RBI.
E tino pai te oma Rome. Ka haere ki te paparua. It's a great week to see him run to second to take away from the throw to home.
Yeah, just good softball again all round, isn't it? It's good at bat from Rome there with the runner in scoring position after the steal. And he gets the bat on ball, hits it out to right field. But it's a good play also from the right fielder to go to 2 and have a play on him at 2, because never getting him out at home.
That's right, yeah. Too often the temptation is to try that big throw to home, and so often that goes awry as well.
Yeah.
But no, Canterbury minimised the damage there. And of course, Hutt Valley maximised their potential because, running 2 when they probably should have got 1. Great base running we're seeing out there, and not just from them, it's been a feature of a lot of the teams.
He tino pai te tima te awa kairangi, ko te tima oma. Team runs right here, coming up.
Well, it's Hutt Valley that are continue to just put the foot on the throat of Canterbury. It's 5-0.
In motion again was Rome Scrimger on that 2 to 3.
Oh, the leads out there have been suicidal, mate. They've been going, a third to halfway down.
Yeah, he was definitely trying to take that one. Be interesting to see whether they keep that on or whether they take it off for at least a pitch.
This time it's just dropped into the turf. Smith who picks it up. He makes the out at 1.
Yeah. They've definitely, the Hutt Valley coach is coming out and in a good manner, to be fair, is Crispy, and asking them to check whether the first baseman was in the running line and impeded the runner touching the orange base, and it did look like he got to the wrong side there.
See the replay here and see exactly what happened there. He's covering both bases there, so he's definitely impeding. The throw didn't help either.
Well, but that's where he was standing. So
He
it's
was
kind of
already
like,
covering.
I got to throw it to you where you're standing.
Yeah.
Yeah, strange play.
So the out is upheld.
2 outs.
I mean, the right call probably in the end, though, because there was no way that he was making first base regardless of where they were standing, as we see the replay there.
As a decision on whether or not the opportunity was there.
Yeah.
And the decision was obviously not. Callum Baldwin up to bat for Hutt Valley, number 4. And let's not forget, young Scrimger has made his way over to 3 now. So it's Hutt Valley, another prime opportunity to make. And we got a squeeze on. The ball comes out. And that's a aggressive base running pays off once again.
What on earth was that?
That was
2
stealing
outs.
home.
2 outs, hit and run, swing miss, and off the catcher's pads into the field of play. You couldn't ride that script.
Well, the spoils go to those who dare. And Hutt Valley, Crispy called the play there and sent his runner. And to the runner's credit, how often do you see an age gate kid just hesitate?
Yeah,
and don't commit. But
no, that was a full commit. You're right.
that was a full commit right from the word
good
go.
to see. That's the signal. I've got to do what I'm told. I'm off. I'm in motion.
I'm going. This time it is George Smith who comes back strongly and strikes out Callum Baldwin, but not before Hutt Valley add another 2 runs to the total. It is now 6-0. We go back to the 5th innings with Hutt Valley a commanding lead. We'll be back in just a minute.
Dan Carter knew the power of winning.
Your instincts tell you this guy's different. The flip side of that was the intense pressure.
I'd go back to my hotel room and I'd be broken.
Dan Carter, a perfect 10. Ki whakaata Māori me Māori Plus.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. It's Hutt Valley that continue to heap the pain onto Canterbury in this one to the tune of 6-0 in the ball game. We are now into the 5th innings, and it is Canterbury's opportunity to see if they can do something in reply. Number 12, Raikos Iasefo Stowers, gets the first opportunity as he hits one straight in the air out centre field and is comfortably taken for the first out before I can even get through the introduction. Number 10, Jack Yaram, will be up to bat now for Canterbury.
Right. Te tima Waitaha kia tau. Kei roto I tēnei kemu. They just need to take their time if they want to stay here a bit longer, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
Yeah, not what the coaching staff would have ordered as first pitch hack going behind like this, particularly for an out. Even though it was probably a strike and one that you can hit, you got to make sure that you can put a good swing on a first pitch when behind like this. Otherwise, you're not really helping the cause.
Well, we've seen Canterbury probably more than any other team play the short game. And at the moment, they are swinging for the fence. So quite a difference in demeanour between today and yesterday.
E tino rere ki a Waitaha. Completely different.
This does look similar, though, to that 19s Canterbury group when Hutt Valley played them last year early on in the tournament. In the pointy end, they came out and tried to ambush the pitcher late on in the game. If he'd been there or thereabouts in and around the zone for most of the game, they just decided at this inning we're going to come out and ambush early.
Yeah.
But it's not really working.
Well, it is Robinson who continues to rack up the strikeouts. Jack Yarra being his latest victim for the second out here in the top of the fifth inning.
Nai, he tino pai te ipa Tyrone, ko te āta haere.
Yeah, that was definitely coming out slow, wasn't it? I haven't seen too many of those, Bevan, throughout the game. That change-up was probably one of the first ones I've seen from him. Definitely.
And it is number 3, Maddox Reno, who comes in for a pinch hit for Canterbury.
Incredibly effective, though, because he's just peppering. Same, yep, in front. And in between innings, Chopper confirmed, these two boys play at the same club, and you can really see they have a really good relationship, a really good understanding of each other.
This time it is pop fly out to shortstop, and Canterbury keep laying on the swings, and it is Hutt Valley who keeps getting them out. 3 down here in the top of the fifth as they head back to the dugout after what has been a quick fifth innings. We'll be back with more action in just a minute.
Okay. Let's go then, eh?
You want a champion, the dark horse.
Deep down, that's all we want. Just freedom.
Sucker, you better watch out, you fool.
I often think of my cousin.
She didn't have anyone.
She had us.
You're pretty beautiful.
Same.
We're going to get you back, Mother. I promise.
Kiriata no Aotearoa, ki whakaata Māori me Māori Plus.
Technically minded me. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, as we see a shot of the Aotearoa FM radio station's beacon out on the top of the hill here at Hutt Valley. We'll pan back and just show you how far away that is from the ballpark here at Fraser Field, and it is not far at all. There we go. Hutt Valley taking on Canterbury in this one, and we always appreciate the partnership we have with Aotearoa FM. Their expertise and contribution to our sport has taken us to a new level. Hutt Valley, Canterbury. Hutt Valley it is, who are leading this ball game by 6-0 over Canterbury. And it is getting into the back third of this ball game now, Bevan, and it is all on Canterbury from now on.
Ai tika. Because they don't need to get Hutt Valley. Hutt Valley only need one more run, to be honest with you. And then that's ball game. So Canterbury got to play pretty tight defence here, and Georgia's just got to keep it nice and tight.
Gary, that was the top of the beautiful promised land, Wainui Hills, coming in. Hey?
Says the man from Otaki.
Yeah, now. But
you can take the boy out of Hutt Valley.
Yeah, Tika. That's
You
where
can
I
take
grew
the
up
boy
as a
out of the
young
valley.
fella.
You can't take the valley out.
I promise you, my dad would still live there if we let him.
We all know how fiercely loyal the people from the Nui are to their home, to their backyard.
Yep.
Don't want to say anything bad about that.
But that antenna on top of that hill, that's been going all morning. We've been grooving down in here on the back of that.
The playlist has been exceptional as Cruise Maui Kia makes his way to first base on the walk.
Ai, hiko I te papatahi, e tino pai te rangi Māori Cruz. E tino tere Cruz, ne?
Yeah, he runs all right. He's a good athlete. He plays the outfield quite well. He's definitely developing. He took up the game a little bit later than some of these in this rep squad. So if you look at like the Callum Baldwins, the Harrison Muirs, who are technically really sound fielders and good base runners, he took up the game a little bit later. He's definitely developed as a real threat at the plate. He doesn't run too badly, but they're clearly just looking for an opportunity to get someone into the game here.
Ka hara mai te Kaioma.
Up to bat now, Micah Tauma. They have made the change out there. We just saw some brief shots of the Wanganui team warming up out there for their game this morning.
That is Quinlan Walters, who's come in to run at first base for Cruz Maui Kia.
And there they go. Wanganui warming up out there for their game.
Outstanding tournament, Wanganui.
Yeah, incredible. What a long way they've come in the last few years.
Well, there has been a resurgence of these regional teams at the national tournaments across the last couple of years, and just looking at the start list here, I was really stoked to see the representation from the south as well, just looking at how many teams they've sent up here.
Nelson, Otago, Southland. Yeah.
They're all here, which is great.
No West Coast.
Gareth Cook, that's you. Hurry up, kia tere.
Gary Rahi, that's you too.
Aroa mai.
I played down there before Gareth was still in nappies.
Yeah, they've had some talent come out of that part of the country, haven't they?
They sure have.
I remember that Nick Wafer. They had some guys who take up other sports later on, but he threw the ball well.
First pitch, George Smith, a strike, number 13 it is. Tyrone Robinson in there. Runner in motion out at one. One down in the inning. Bottom of 5 it is. Time's going to become a factor for this Canterbury team.
And I dare say, Gary, is it a matter of time before that runner on first base is in motion and trying to steal it?
Oh, the aggressive play by coaches throughout the tournament suggests that he won't be standing there for very much longer.
Right, tere.
This time the throws, it's much better, too high. And it is Quinlan Walters who shows some gas to be safe at 2.
Puta e rua.
Yeah, he's rapid. Looking at the replay here, he was he didn't exactly get the greatest jump, but he was there. Well, he beat the ball comfortably.
2 batters too late, probably.
Yeah, took it. True. Is this the fella from the previous innings? Oh,
Carl.
This one is, we've seen about 3 or 4 in that spot in the last 5 minutes. Jordan Thurston up to bat now.
Oh, Jordan Thurston, yeah, 18. Yes, I was thinking of Micah Tauma. But yeah, interesting wee time of the game. You're right, Bevan, where they've got effectively one run could finish this game, and there it is out on second base now, coming into some good part of the lineup, as we said earlier. Hutt Valley with a deep lineup, so threatening to finish it early.
He's done well though, George. Struck out the Micah and Tyrone. Done a great job there to keep that middle of the order, sort of like their power base, contained. So he's done an outstanding job there, old George.
Just having said that, I mean, at 6, they're not out of this. Oh. They look like a good enough lineup.
This time the steal, the 3's on, the throw's good. And again, they beat the tag with a good slide.
Oh, he tino tere ki te taha o te knife ne. Living on the knife edge to crispy.
Yeah.
Bevan, come on, man. You looked at that. Surely on the replay here, we'll see you thought, oh, out, first look.
I took up
Safe.
Actually, I take that back.
Oh, here we go. The ball's gone past. And this time the run has scored. And that'll do it. Just like that. Bottom of the 5th innings, the run ahead rule comes into effect. And it is Hutt Valley who come out and are advancing to the grand final where Counties Manukau waits for them in Canterbury. Couldn't fire a shot with the bats in this one, and unfortunately for them, they are the losing team in this semi-final. Bevan, how was that for you?
He tino pai te awa kairangi ka hara mai ki te kēmu ki te ahi o te tīmata. You know, they tuned up right from the start and they put it right on there. So, karawe te awa kairangi.
Scotty, your thoughts on the game?
Yeah, tautoko te kōrero o Bevan. I'm impressed with that Hutt Valley performance. I think the battery was really good from the outset and stayed really consistent throughout. They fielded really, really well and gave themselves an opportunity in multiple innings to get those runs in, and eventually they did.
Absolutely right, and congratulations to Hutt Valley, and getting the game finished early probably speaks volumes for what they're going to need to get out of Tyrone Robinson in the grand final coming up for them. Congratulations to Hutt Valley, and for a good game. The gallant Canterbury couldn't take it one more, as everybody salutes the supporters out there. But for me, Gary Rahihi, I'll end it for me. I'll just leave it to Bevan Martini to take us out on this one. Congratulations to Hutt Valley. We'll see them in the grand final. Don't you go anywhere, because that's coming at us at 1 o'clock.
Hoi anō, tēnei te mihi ki a koutou katoa kei Wainganui o te rohe o Aotearoa. Nō reira, wakatakata hau ki te uru, wakatakata hau ki te tonga, kia mākinekine ki uta, kia mātaratara koutai, kia hiaki ana te atakura e te oka e au UTA Mauri ora.